Okay. And if you want to see the model without the bones, just go ahead into the bone manipulation box and go ahead and go to the bone manipulation box and click select. And that removes the bones right there. Okay, so now that you got that moved, as you see there, it's blank. It's about blank in the background and it has nothing there. So we're gonna go ahead and upload our stage, and our stage is similar to these two models. So you would do the same thing if you were looking for a free stage. So this is a basic tutorial, me teaching you how to make a Project Diva video with your own characters in it, your own models in it, or a free model in it. And so we're gonna go ahead and use free model. I already have mine downloaded, but you can find yours either in Booth, DeviantArt, or you can search Google. And in DeviantArt, you'll just type something like MMD, maybe, I don't know, MMD Project Diva stage, or maybe an exact stage you're looking for. So if I type something like can't Trilla stage, usually, so it popped up right away right here, even though I spelled it wrong. Anyways, but as you can see, you can find the stage you want to use for the desired music video, and it's the same exact thing that applies to downloading the character model that you want to use. So what you're gonna do is either, sometimes you can download it here, but down here they may include the download down here, but if it says nothing about a download here, likely it's to be this button. And you just download it and make sure you follow the rules and credit wherever you need to credit about it with the stages. Mainly, you just have to credit Sega, usually. I mean, it's Sega stage. But you can credit the person who extracted it from the game as well, or recreated it. If they recreated it, you can include them as well. If you want to include them, you can. Anyways, but ultimately the stage belongs to Sega. Make sure you credit Sega for the stage, and you'll be done with your stage. So me, I already have mine's ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to upload it, and it's the same as your two models here. So you're gonna go to the brown reddish box and go to model manipulation and click load. And in load, you're gonna go find wherever you saved your stage. I believe I saved mine here, here. So yeah, I have my stage right here, and you just click it and open it. Now typically these Sega stages take a minute to load, so you just have to have some patience. What you don't want to do is click something when your project is loading, because it's just gonna make it not respond, and you're gonna have to hope it doesn't crash after that. So anyways, I didn't have a crash effect. The stage just uploaded, and you see, typically this is what the stage look like in the game, but you can see that there are some functions to the stage that are missing. So yeah, but that's how you upload your stage into MMD and your models. So you're just gonna go ahead and save it. Good to frequently save in case your program for some reason crashes all of a sudden. Then you're gonna lose all your work. It doesn't usually happen to me, but I know that it can happen, so you should just save your stuff. Okay, so now that it's saved, what you see now is you just have two models on the stage and nothing is happening. So I think first maybe we want to bring our stage to life. So if you take notice, first thing I notice is the stage is not exactly as it is portrayed in the video. There are some things missing. So first off, the stage has animations. So we're gonna go ahead and start up the animation. So how to do that? Well, each model, usually, unless it wasn't put on there, has some blend shapes or morphs or whatever you would call it. And it's found in this green box here that says facial manipulation. And it's gonna say facial manipulation for whichever, even if it's just a stage, it's still gonna say that. But it is gonna, you know, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, so yeah, it's gonna shape the stage. So let me just show you an example. So as you see, that happened, right? And you can just play with these and make the stage move if you wanted to. But since this is a basic tutorial, we're not gonna make it move right there because whoever made the stage actually included the animation for the stage for us. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So how do we do that? Well, simply we go here into this box. If I make it bigger, right here, this box, which is our bone and frame manipulation. And what we're going to do is just open, go to File, and then the drop down menu, go ahead and go to Load Motion Data. And then Load Motion Data, you'll see all these animations. But we just want the animation for the stage. So right here, you'll see Stage Motion. And you're just gonna click that and open it. And since you started on frame 0, it's gonna start from frame 0 and put each keyframe on the exact point it needs to be. And each point represents a different motion that is taking place. And that's generally how the animation is working. So pretty much it's marking what pose you put. Kind of like if you were doing a flat animation and you drew each picture. Well, it's kind of like that, except for you're just placing poses into position. And then that's how you animate on MMD, but we'll talk about that further when we make a more complex video about MMD. Okay, so anyways, now that our stage has its motions, we're just gonna go ahead and click the play button right here and see what's happening. And as you see, our stage have a bit of animation on it now. And that will keep looping seamlessly until the end of the video because that's how the creator made this to loop. And also, I forgot to say about the stage. I can't remember where I got it from. Don't know if someone extracted it, but yeah, the credit belongs to Sig. So yeah. Anyways, now that you have that animation, that's the beginning of your stage. But when you go into File and drop down menu and go to Load Motion again, you have two more files here. So if you click the HRC, you notice there are more motions, and motions will be labeled as VMD. Well, this tells me that there's more to our stage that is not included. So we'll go ahead to the model manipulation box and load the rest of our assets for our video. So we're going to go ahead and click load right here. And we're going to go into the HRC folder. And as you see, there's large panda, medium panda, small panda, different things that belong on the stage, right? And a controller, which we'll talk about that soon, probably. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and open our video of the idea, and this video will give us an idea of what we need on our stage and where things belong, because I think they included more than maybe belongs on the stage. I'm not sure, but we're just gonna go ahead and see exactly where these things belong, and I'm just gonna click through the video now. Alright, that's just a song. Hold up. Yeah, we don't have the video, so don't know where exactly the props go, so we're just going to wing wherever the props go. It does. Yeah, something just whispered to me, so I think we could just go watch the video on YouTube now that I'm using my brain. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and put the video in. Let's see. Let's see. So key right E. That's right. So I don't know how I forgot, but I forgot to say. But anyways, key right E. Okay. Project Diva. Okay. Okay, cool. And then we have the video here. Okay, yes, and we can see where everything belongs. Okay, so now we're here and we're just going to pause the video on certain frames. So pause it right here. And as we see on this image here, we have a panda here, panda here, panda here, panda here, panda here, panda here. They all look relatively small and the same size to me, so I do believe more models than needed were included. I am not sure, but it seems as so. Um, and there's another panda over here in this corner. It's, so it seems as so maybe more than was needed it was included. But let me play and see if they come in the future of this video. Let's see, just click through, click through, and click through, click through. Wait, I think it's freezing. Okay, it actually doesn't look like any big pandas included, so I'm not sure why there's a large panda and stuff like that, but I don't think we need it. I see some pandas over there. Maybe those are the large pandas, I don't know. So anyways, so we're just gonna go ahead and take a few screenshots so we can remember where the pandas are. So, the beginning of our video, let's play. Okay, so we're gonna pause it right here. We're just gonna go take a screenshot. What's this? So I'll go like that. Alright, and then we'll work with this frame first. Or maybe I'll just get each screenshot, because I've seen some pandas over there too. Let me just play it for a minute. Okay, and screenshot these. Okay, and they look like they're holding maybe little milk bottles, I'm not sure. But we'll just see if there are any more pandas in this video. Pandas and polar bears. Well, maybe these are what they're for. I see them here now. So it'll be in these scenes here when they pop up. So maybe we'll screen save that. Right. And let's see what else happens. So anyways, assuming that that's probably the only pandas in the video, bears in the video. Let's see, just making sure. I don't really see any more. We're just going to go ahead and just put those pandas in for now. Those bears. Okay, so we're gonna go back to make them dance, and we're going to place our bears in position. And as far as I can see, I'm gonna go ahead and open our screenshots. Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead and go with these screenshots. As we see there's these bears, so we're gonna put them first. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's put in our pandas first, and there's these two on the bench. So let's go ahead and do that. So first we're gonna go to load. We're going to go into HRC, and for now we're gonna choose the small panda, and we're gonna see how it looks size-wise, and see if it's the correct one. So there we have it. It actually looks like the correct size, like all, and we're just not select all stage. It should just be only selecting this. Huh? Strange. It seems like the model is not able to be grabbed or moved, which is weird. Or maybe, wow. Okay, so why not when I select all? Hmm. Hmm. I can't move it when I select all of them. How am I to move this model? Maybe the motion is already created for it to move in position. I don't know. But we're going to see. So anyways, we have our panda here. It's ready. And we're gonna go ahead and go to, make sure we're on frame 0 right here. And we're gonna go ahead and go to File and Load Motion right here. And we're gonna go into the same HRC folder, and we're going to see the motions that are provided. So I see large panda motion, original motion, large panda, large. And they only have large panda movements. That's crazy. So maybe it's the fact that whoever did the stage or extracted it, maybe they didn't extract it it's extracted properly, or maybe they made it themselves. Could be a possibility. But I only see the large panda motion, but let me try to put it on our model here and see what happens. And that only stretched our model very tall. Okay, so we're not gonna use that one. We can't even freaking move the model. So I know I'm not doing it wrong. I'm selecting it. It just literally is acting like it doesn't have bones. Maybe I'm crazy, but it's not doing what it's supposed to do. So we're just going to scrap that model because it's not working. So you can't use it. So go ahead and just click delete and see if our medium panda works. So we're gonna go ahead and in our model manipulation box, click load and go ahead and load the medium panda. Then let's select it and see if we can select all, which you can't. You can't move it. If you just move that, you're just stretching the arm. It's pointless. Let me see if there's another animation or something. Okay, so frame 0 and maybe let's see. Wow, a tag comes off. Okay, maybe it's a certain thing that moves this. Maybe it's just a certain point. Oh, there, we found it. Okay, so that was a bit confusing because I actually never really seen a model that's just like this and it doesn't have bones. So anyways, obviously this middle box right here allows you to move it. So maybe to figure out how to move your model, just click around a bit. Okay, so anyways, we're going to start again with our small pandas. So we're going to go ahead and in the model manipulation box, click load, and we're going to load our small panda. Open. Okay. And now that we know where to click, we're just going to go ahead and click that and use our things right here. So in the local theme, this is our x-axis, and we use the x-axis to go side to side like that. Use the y-axis to go up and down like that. And then we use the z-axis to go forward and backwards. Okay, so we're just gonna put this forwards for now, or well, it doesn't matter. Right now, we're just gonna go to frame 0. Make sure we're on frame 0, and then we're gonna go to low motion. And yeah, I forgot that was purple. And there's something I'm not understanding here. What is Kanban? I don't know what it is. Okay, just open that. And I don't think it did anything. I'm gonna undo and load another motion. Zero Kuma. I'm actually guessing that's the other bear. But let's open it. And that gave it a motion. But yes, it's stretching this bear very long. But now that I think about it, maybe that's what these sets are for right here. These other things. Maybe I can. Yeah, that's exactly what it's for. And that's how you can shrink the body. Okay, it makes sense now. I have never dealt with a model like this, so I don't know. Alright. Anyways, so thing we need to figure out is how our first panda is posed, so we can kind of get an idea of the motion it's doing, or we can just look at our video and figure it out. So let's open our screenshot here. So it looks like it's having the swaying thing. Let's just click play and see what this thing is doing. Maybe that's the proper motion. Kind of looks like it. Let's go see at the beginning of the video. And click play. Here. And kind of looks like their head is rocking more side to side. So maybe that's not the motion. Let's play again. Oh no, that's the motion. Okay, and what we're going to do now is move this model into position. So click this square in the middle, if it's a model like this. Just move it on the axes. Y is up and down, X is side to side, and Z is back and forwards. And you're just gonna move it until you get it into position that you want it to be. So as you see on the picture, bear is sitting on the bench to the furthest end. We're just going to rotate. So the rotate button still generally the same thing. This is rotate on the y-axis. As you see, it's just spinning it all the way around. So that's the one we would want to use probably. And the X is going to spin it forwards and backwards. And the Z is going to spin it side to side. Okay, so to undo anything you've done, make sure you click CTRL-Z, and that would just pop things back into the correct position it needs to be. And we just want to position this model on the bench. So undo that, use this, and since we know this shrinks it, we're going to move this on the y-axis like that. Just make it a more smaller bear. And we're just going to go ahead and put it on the bench. I don't know why it seems like it's not sitting down. Well, maybe this is not the proper pose. Yeah, let's not waste our time. If it's the wrong pose, let's see first. Because it doesn't look like it's sitting down. Maybe it is. I don't know. Strange. Okay, let's try to load our other motions. We just need to actually make sure we have the correct motion It sort of looks like it, but I'm not 100% sure because it looks like it's standing up. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and go over here. They're all selected already. We're just gonna go ahead and delete all those frames. And then we're going to open. And if you didn't see that, the delete button is right here, right beneath the bone frame manipulation. That's the delete button. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go to load motion again and try to find the proper animation for this bear. So let's just load each one because we don't know what it is at this current moment. I don't know. Did I open this? Yes, and that's the one that did anything. CTRL-Z. Okay, load motion. This one. I just did that. Okay. That's not what I'm trying to do here. Okay, so load motion. Display. Does it look like it's sitting down? It does not. CTRL-Z. No, stop playing. CTRL-Z. Load motion. Second one. Is it sitting down? Well, this one's legs looks to be doing something, but I'm unsure what it's doing. Anyways, let's play the play button just to see what's going on there. Not sure, it could be it. But I actually... Is that all it did? Because it actually should be looping. That doesn't seem to be the right motion. We're just going to delete that. Delete this motion, which all the frames are selected is delete. Okay. Load motion. Let me see if something makes sense in here. Zero. It's hard to tell. Was it this? Nothing's happening. Okay. It's not that. I don't know if there's some sort of manual in here, but let me go see. I'm gonna go ahead and move this, which we learned is not by selecting all. It's by selecting this one. I'm gonna move it on the x-axis like that, and then move it on the y. Nope, that's completely stupid. Move it on the z-axis, and move up on the y-axis. Rotate on the y-axis. Move on the z-axis, and we're just gonna put it right in that blue spot because maybe it will go right there. And that's pretty much a spot, and just put it down, look as though it's sitting, and move it a little bit forward like that. Okay, so let's see if we can move these legs. Let's say yep, and you can make it look like it's sitting down like that. And this is rotate up and down, and yeah, so we edited our legs to make it look like it's moving, and you not moving, but sitting. And up and down, right to side. So anyways, yeah, it typically looks like it's sitting now, so we're gonna leave it like that. We're gonna use the A button on our keyboard, and that selects all. And then we're gonna go to our bone manipulation box and register that. And let's press play, see how it's working. So its legs just jumped back in that motion, but if I take notice to that, it kind of looks like it's doing fine for Yeah, it actually looks like it's supposed to be that way. So it looks like it's sitting down. So maybe we can just take that away. Just put it back into the normal place like that. And just select all. And in this blue bone manipulation box, click register. And then click play and see how it looks. And it looks fine to me. Sort of looks like it's sitting. Maybe if we want it to sit further, just play and select. So if you want to start to see your video, click play. If you want to stop your video, click play as well. And then we're going to go to select. And we're just going to select that bone. We can move our model again. It's probably this one. And I'm going to move on the y-axis and just move a little back on the z-axis. A little up on the y-axis. And a little bit forward on the z-axis. Like that. To the side. I don't know, that kind of looks like it's sitting out on me. It's a basic tutorial. That's fine. That's fine. So we're just going to click A and then just register it. And we're going to leave it like that. So that's the first panda. And now we have our next bear. Which in the screenshot you can see it's a polar bear. And we're just gonna go ahead and open that bear and set it right there after we save our progress, which took forever. Now we can click select and we're going to start with our next model. So we're going to click load and go ahead and load our next panda, which I'm assuming it's this one. So we're just gonna go ahead and open it, and it is. So same thing with this one. Click the square here, move up on the z-axis. There you go. Well, you didn't have to do that, but yeah, you get the point. It's there. And then make sure you click on frame 0 on bone and frame manipulation. And you're going to go to file and you're going to go down to load motion data. And now you're going to choose one of these, which is probably this one. Let's see. Okay. Let's click play. And that looks like the correct motion. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing we did for the panda and move this one in position, which looks like it's sitting right there. So we're gonna go ahead and select all, not all. For this one, select this middle bone right here that says Inharavi. Yes, that one. And we're gonna move it sideways on the x-axis and then back on the z-axis and then sideways on the x-axis and then up on the y-axis, forwards, nope, forwards on the x-axis. Okay, so let's get closer so we can see what we're doing. Sideways on the x-axis, forward with the z, a little bit more sideways with the x, rotate on the y a bit more, back with the z, side with the x, and maybe if you look at this, our panda bear is maybe just a little bit too close. And we're going to move this back on the Y and just sit that bear right there. And then select A on the keyboard for all. Go to our bone manipulation box and make sure we register that. There. And your bear should be there. And let's see, actually the panda doesn't look too close. Looks fine. Let's just click play now and see how that's working. So it looks like it's working very nicely. So yeah, that's our first two models. And then we're gonna click save to save our progress. And we're just gonna go to the screenshot and look at our next models we need. So there's these two up here on what looks like a gift box. What they're doing exactly, I'm unsure. Let's go look at the video. So let's see. Looks as though they're moving side to side too, but with their arms stuck up like they're holding the heart. Okay, so that case, we need our next models. Okay, so we're gonna go through this process again and go to load and look at our screenshot for reference. Pandas here, so that's the first one we're gonna do, and those look like small pandas too. I'm not sure, but let me go see. I don't know, but we're gonna use the small pandas and open. Okay, that's our panda, and we're going to take this. We're not gonna move this panda yet. We're gonna go to frame 0, and we're gonna go to load motion. You kind of gotta click through these motions because they didn't tell you exactly which is which. So let's go to the first panda motion on here. Open it. Okay, so let's see how that's. It doesn't look like its arm is up though, but let's see. A little bit. It might be the right one, but let's delete that first, and then let's load motion and go to our other panda motions, which is here. There's this one. See how it does. You kind of have to click through them a bit and see which one is working. This animation tells me it's for a big panda. That kind of could look like the animation we're looking for too. But since I don't know, I'm going to delete that and we're going to go ahead and load our other motion. This one. Okay, that's a completely different motion. So it's not that one. I'm gonna load motion. This 3 and this. Wait, I think that was the third one. Let's open this. Yeah. Delete that. Load motion. This one. Open. Nope, that's stupid. Let's load the other motion. I think the last motion available is this one. So it has to be maybe the first one we've seen that looked kind of okay. So we're gonna go to load motion and we're just gonna go ahead and get this one right here. Open. Oops. File. Load motion. Oops. What? Load motion. And go to number 1. Okay. And that looks like it could be doing that. Maybe. So let's go ahead and put this in position, and I noticed something. Something very detrimental. Our present box doesn't look to be colored. It looks white. I'll show you how to fix that error when we go, probably in a second. Right now, we're gonna go ahead and put this model in position. Let's just look at it. It's on the box, behind the bowl. Yeah. Just gonna move it on the Z-axis all the way over here. Then on the Y-axis. Z-axis some more. Then on the X-axis. Then on the Y-axis. Yeah. Then on the Y-axis again. That. Maybe forward a little. Maybe those things are supposed to be behind them. And let's see. That's looking about right to me. Maybe like that. And like that maybe. And let's select all and register and play and see how that's looking. That looks like it might be right. Who knows? Let's see. And it looks like it might be right. And so we're gonna get our next model